Hello and welcome to Movie Reviews by South Normal with your host, me, Michael Soren. Today we're coming here today to talk to you about the Netflix blockbuster, The Gray Man. This stars Ryan Gosling as a spy named Sierra 6 because, you got to sound like 007 but not sound like 007. Of course, I feel like he's played this role before in a similar fashion because he was a prisoner recruited to do something. Wasn't that kind of like he did in Driver? Wasn't he a prisoner and driver that got recruited to drive? Maybe I'm misremembering. Let me know in the comments. I just don't remember off the top of my head. His handler who recruits him is Billy Bob Thornton. Always good to see Billy Bob. It's directed by the same folks who did Endgame, Avengers Endgame, the Russo brothers there. So they have some experience with bigger movies, not necessarily great movies, but bigger movies. Endgame was great. I liked Endgame. Don't get me wrong, but it's a Marvel movie, so could it have been different if someone else did it, or are you just kind of on this template? I don't know. I'm a Marvel shill. I like all Marvel movies, but you have to think, is there a template that the directors have to follow? I don't know. I don't think so. But you never know. You never know how much say they actually have. Of course, the mission he's on goes awry, which is what leads to the action and all the craziness. He finds out from a dying man, that the guy who recruited him, his handler, Billy Bob, he's really bad. Who would have thought a guy recruiting ex-cons to do stuff was bad? Huh. So it goes from I mentioned James Bond 007. Now we're kind of into a Jason Bourne thing because he's on the run from his handler. I needed someone who wasn't a cliche character. This movie did. Everyone just felt cliched. It needed someone out of the box. I don't know. Even Gosling's character just was missing something. You watch it for about the 2-hour runtime and you're like, I watched this, but what defined him? What was he about? What was his skill set? What characterizes him? And it's you never really get anything. It's hard to remember. There's no memorable thing about his character. Now he's being chased by Captain America, Chris Evans, who was ex-CIA. Now he's turned into a mercenary who has a porn stash. At the end of the day, it's you got 2 hours. You have, okay, he's the good guy. He's the bad guy. Here's this lady. Oh, there's a kid. There's a kid in jeopardy, and explosions. Let's look at the shiny objects and hope you don't care. Yay! It was very dimly lit. Some of the action sequences are great. They're just oh, wow, that was pretty cool. But it's dimly lit for the most part and just kind of puzzling. If you want to compare it to a Netflix show for lighting, think Ozarks. Think that's the lighting of Ozark. Similar to that dark, monotone-ish color, no real brightness here, no real standout there. It's all very monochromatic, not monotone. If maybe they Evans just you never really get a setup for him. He's just, I'm the bad guy. You need a little more. You get told he's this genius, this terrifying, oh my God, oh my God. They never really show that to you. You got to show us, don't just tell us. Show, don't tell. That's a major fault of this movie. It's a lot of tell, not a lot of show. The Gray Man could have worked really well had it been executed differently. It's a rich idea. It's got a very good concept. It felt like they didn't want to pull the trigger on some things. If it was done, I don't want to say riskier, because that just makes it sound like they didn't take a risk. Any movie you make is a risk, but story choices, they played it safe. They went, okay, this is what people want. This is what people are going to sit and not pause for a movie for. They're just going to leave it running in the background. We don't care. It's a streaming service. They just want the hours watched. They don't want good. That's what it felt like. I'll give it 1 3/4 stars. The Gray Man, streaming on Netflix. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Thumbs up if you agree with me. Thumbs down if you don't. Subscribe, follow along for more great content. Check the channel out. I got lots there, lots more coming. You guys rock.